Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right, cool. All right, so y'all know what it is. It's the weekly recap. Talk about how we did for the week in trading and or in training. And we do this every week just to get feedback, insight, and nuggets, as usual. So those of you in the building, let me know how you guys did in trading this week, and also what you did in training. Bukaran, what's going on? All right, so we got everything up. We're good to go. I think I saw Sharice in here too. Sharice, good morning. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the recap. I'm not sure. It seemed like Sharice been on here before, so she might be familiar with it. But Sharice is in training with us. But yeah, how did you guys do this week? I think I saw DL also in one of the watch parties. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this week for Project 21, I was 1-0. I took one trade for the project. It was actually trade number 20, so I got one trade left for Project 21. So that'll be next week coming up. And that'll be the completion of the Project 21 video series that I started doing 21 weeks ago. So that's how we're moving with that. J. Carly says she's 0-0. She said she got caught up on training. Ramon, 1-0 for the week. 4-0 for the project. About to step it up to 2 contracts. That's right. That's right. Yep. Yeah, 4-0 puts you right at 2 contracts. Yes, it does. Bill said, is that an 0-1, Bill? Bill, you took a loss this week? Well, we're going to talk about that. We need to discuss that, Bill. Ramon said, got caught up as well on my training video since I was out on vacation. Okay. Yeah, that's right, Ramon, you were away. Yeah, I think you were posting some pictures of where you were vacationing, like you were on the laptop or something. Yeah, so Bill, we gotta talk about that. So one, what happened? And Matthew says 6-0, chill week, ran 301 and 396 consistently. And Bill, keeping it simple, he said he took a non-MRMH verified trade. There's not really that much more to talk about. That basically means that you know why you lost the trade. I see Rich in the building, and I see Walker in the building. What up, fellas? He said it was looking real good and then a big reversal. Yeah, the market has the market definitely has so many different ways to do whatever it wants to do. We'll say it like that. And we often find ourselves either being in tune with that or not. And I think that the more that we just remain in tune with the market, and it's really easy to do that because when you train, and it's kind of like you overdo training, it does keep you in tune with the market because you constantly hear the repetition of what it is that you should be doing all the time. It's very difficult to not do what you keep hearing over and over again. You keep hearing it and hearing it and hearing it. It's very difficult to not do it. So it's just a matter of working through all of the things that we have to deal with within ourselves, mainly. Walker said MRMH challenge. He said, Bill, did you remember when you took that trade? Could have been the same one I lost yesterday. So Walker's asking, when did you take the trade? What time was it? And also, what day was it? That's for Bill. Bill said it won't happen again. And I believe that it won't, because I know that you already know that what you even did to take that trade was not what you should have been doing. So it's just a matter of just keeping ourselves, under control so that we just don't do that type of stuff. That's really all it be the majority of the time. Ramon said that's how they usually look, and then the lesson comes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Very deceitful, but the market is just doing what it wants to do at the time. He said it was right before your trade, Walker. Okay, so this was yesterday, so it was around the same time, it looks like. Around the same time. Rich said, still chilling, 17-0. My focus has been solely on training. 301 and the mindset videos. I did peep this week. There was a lot of digging into the training going on. And it's so funny because when that goes on, it's like it goes on all across the board. Like everybody be doing it for some reason. Digging in to older trainings and just getting hardcore nuggets. Matter of fact, what was I watching this morning? I had watched 301 twice, and then I was watching 492. Like, I don't even know why. I just happened to turn it on, and then I just was listening, and the stuff that I was hearing, I just wanted to hear more of that, so I kept playing it. So that's usually how it goes for me also. Winston, what's happening? Winston, how was this week for you with trading or training? Walker said that his was at 12:10 p.m. yesterday. Didn't verify MRMH properly either, although I saw a binary that gave me confidence due to velocity. The solid behavior wasn't confirmed with MRMH. We just playing the patience game. That's all it be. I see Dominic in the building, and I see Sharice in the building. What's happening? What's happening, y'all? I see Mark Z in the building also. Winston, I've had 0 trades this week, but that's okay because I'm training. You already know. You already know. Ramon, 12 p.m. was a volatile time to trade the pound yesterday with some moves to deceive you until the last binaries came that weren't move hold at all. I was paying attention to that with the play-by-play. Right. Matthew said that the holidays also can distract your focus. Very true. Very true. When you have a lot of stuff going on, it could always potentially be a distraction. And it's very interesting too, because what I've noticed about myself is that during the holidays I train more. Like during the holidays, I really be having my earbuds in for real. Because he's right about that distraction, for real. And that's just what I do. Like, some people, they kind of feel like maybe they want to get away from training and, you know, enjoy their family and do that type of stuff. It's like I do that, but I also train at the same time. Winston said 301 challenge with my pancake girl. And Bill said he recorded the trade. So Bill, when you get a chance, upload that into the group chat. Walker said, I'm back in the lab and I absolutely must get this right and keep it right. Walker, you right where you need to be, man. You right where you need to be. I think I had talked about this yesterday on, I think I was talking about it on the live stream, about the wrecking ball. If you didn't see the YouTube live yesterday, you should watch that. I think I'm gonna clip that segment from what I said during it, where I was talking about the wrecking ball hitting the building. That's all it is, man. You whatever your wall is gonna come crashing down from the repetition of the ball hitting it. That's all we doing, rinsing and repeating. And we just do it until it happens. That's why what Walker is saying right now is resonating with me, because he said I'm going to keep going until I get it right. And you are. That's exactly what you're going to do, because that's the way that it works. What's up, Cookie? I see Ikari in the building also. Hey, Phoebe. Jay Carly said, I'm working on learning to know my MRMH without needing to watch my recording. To know, does that make sense? So I'm just in the flow. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Knowing without a shadow of a doubt that that's what it is at the time. Ramon said that's an advantage that we get when we trade on the laptop versus on the phone. But we can also do it visually quickly on the phone and keep in mind to what the market is trying to reveal to you. Very true. That's why Mark does the quick glance but doesn't look away to see the ending behavior of that last binary. A visual play-by-play. He hit it on the head. He hit it on the head. You'd be surprised what happens when you focus your visual on what you are doing and you do it fast. Like the quick glance for me does that. It allows you to do that because you're focusing, but you focusing with so much intensity that the speed is almost like like photographic memory. I think that that's probably a good way for me to explain it. It's close to how photographic memory is for some people. Some people can look at something and then they, in their mind, walk away from it, and then they can, in their mind, have the picture of it and look exactly at what they saw. So it's like their brain took a snapshot of what they looked at. I think that that's an ability that we all have. Like, I don't think that that's special or, you know, something crazy that people be doing. I think that with practice, we do that. Like, we figure out how to do that. Matthew said, no second guessing on what you know. Exactly. Exactly. Right. There's no second guessing. There's no doubt. Because, you know, sometimes we'll doubt what we think that we know. And that's a level of elevation that we have to ultimately get to. But you're going to get there regardless. So it's not like you trying to force your way to get there. You're going to get there inevitably anyway. So Bill said he put that video in the chat. Winston said, man, I can't see your comments. This is weird. I don't know why Facebook does that. Because Winston, you're inside of... Well, actually, you're in the watch party. That's why you only see the comments in the watch party. Rich said, when you have a certain level of the skill, at that point, the market doesn't beat you. It's only you that beats yourself. Oh, shit. Here we go. Damn. Here we go with the nuggets. I gotta repeat that. He said, when you have a certain level of the skill, at that point, the market doesn't beat you. It's only you that beats yourself. Whoa. Yes. Bill said he agrees with the photographic memory thing. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's like a muscle. I mean, it's probably the same thing that they call muscle memory. I think that they're all tied in together. But what I'm talking about is an actual visual where you're seeing it. Like in your mind, you see it because you recorded it when you looked at it. So it's like it's branded in your brain. Crazy. And that definitely works. Jay Carly said, well, Ramon said that's hard. Yeah, that nigga from Rich just now was retarded. Jay Carly said, like, I know when it's MRMH, but I always need to reconfirm with the recording, and I want my skill to not need reconfirmation. Right. Like the memorization of Mario, yes. Matthew said, Rich, that goes back to you choosing to lose. Exactly. It's all the same. It's all the same. See, like the way, even the way, like the nuggets that we hit on, how they unfold for us, all of that is so crazy because it's the same thing over and over again, but it's just being like we just discussion and then we having a dialogue about it in 100,000 different ways. The power of that is that you don't know which one of the ways is going to resonate with you. You know, for some people it'll be one thing, for others it'll be something else, something weird. You know, I remember somebody told me that they watched, it might have been either Facebook Live or it might have even been like an Instagram. They had watched the Instagram one day and they said that what we were saying on the Instagram that day for some reason triggered all of, you know, like the beginning of where they began to elevate something that was said on an Instagram Live. And I'm like, well, damn, that was a long time ago because I ain't been on Instagram Live and I don't know how long. You know what I mean? So that's the power of what it is that we do when we're doing all of this. We're doing, you know, the recap, we're doing the live streams. These nuggets come out and then stuff gets said, repetitively over and over again, but it's being said in so many different ways. One of those ways is going to resonate with you at some point. That's why it's so important to attend training and, you know, to be engaged and to just be more active. Without a doubt. You'll notice that the people that are more active, and this is a fact, the people that are more active and more engaged, it happens faster for them. It's not that's not an accident. You know what I mean? That's on purpose. That's what it is. So, works. Thank you so much. Jay Carly said, you never know when that light bulb is really going to get bright for you. Sometimes it's on a dimmer, and then bam. That's hard. That's hard right there. Man, we got over 100 people on here right now. It's crazy. But this is all factual stuff. Like, I see Bonnie in the building. What's up, Bonnie? Rich said, we're talking the skill into reality. It's insanity, man. Power of the tongue. Yeah, the number's crazy, right? Matthew said, think about how many binaries you observe throughout each week. You can spend so much time analyzing what's not meant for you that you miss everything that is. Damn, son. I gotta read that again. Think about how many binaries you observe throughout each week. You can spend so much time analyzing what's not meant for you that you miss everything that is. Yeah, that sounds like a bedtime story right there. Yeah, quick glance all day. Definitely might drop material right there. Yeah, Matthew better chill out. You gotta relax. Oh, I see Shawnee in the building. Shawnee, what up? William said if I get a rider call, I'll have to leave the watch party. All right, Bill. Don't nobody want to leave the watch party. Nobody want to go. Winston said Rich is like a mini nugget machine. Yes, he is. Yes, he definitely is. That's why I love this, because like the nuggets come from the collective. Like they can be coming out of nowhere from anybody. It could be anybody at any given time. And that's why, you know, like just the fact that these are recorded and you can go back and watch them. Like sometimes I just randomly go back and watch old lives and old recaps and old videos, and I'll be like, damn, that was crazy just now, what was said just now. Telling you, that's how it be triggering off for people. For real. Yep. Cookie, I saw your message. I'm gonna take care of everybody. Yeah, I see them. I'm gonna take care of everybody. Bill said I ignored a backtick on that trade also. It was only a little one. I justified to take the trade. Yeah, and you know, Bill, like it's all right. It's just growth. It's growth and development. What's interesting is it's just like human beings, right? Kids, when they're growing up, some kids grow and develop faster than others. Like I'm talking about physical growth. But you're growing. So whatever growing pains that you feel and whatever things that you're going to experience along the way, that's a part of your growth process, you individually. And it has nothing to do with anybody else, but at the same time, because you're a human being, you're going to have growth pains and you're going to experience whatever it is on your level, like regardless. So Shawnee said 0-0 for the week, smashing 21 next week. Y'all know what it is. You already know what it is. Winston said organic nuggets available, Whole Foods. Rich, our mind's eye also sees things our seeing eyes don't when we simply observe. Sheesh. That's number 2. Winston said, slow down on the nuggets because you might cause a mic drop. Yeah, he already know what it is. Like between him and Matthew, it's coming. Shawnee says, seeing 4K in my account and not wanting to spend it is definitely discipline in action. Yes, it is. Like that's why I like the feature in the on the platform where you can hide your balance. Because it's effective for a lot of people. Some people, that's a psychological thing for them, where they see more money than they've ever seen before. So it's a little ill for them. Jay Carly said my psychic vibration was off. Damn, you're throwing out my mad comments. Hold on. I don't want to miss what y'all saying. Bill said, I really see a lot when I review the video. These are things I saw, like the pricing bouncing in and out. Subconsciously, I knew it. All right, let me come over here. So a couple of comments here. Ramon said, it's that good night's sleep that brings the elevation in the morning. I think that's what happened, right? Everybody got a nice a nice Friday night sleeping. It's crazy. Matthew said, little back tick is the same as a little stab wound. Shit still hurts. Whoa. Whoa. Jacoby said, pause. No mic drop yet. All right, Bill. See you See you Sunday. See you Sunday. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But he's right about that. See, and that's the thing. Like after a while, you stop doing that. You will eventually stop doing that because there's not going to be a need for you to feel like you have to justify being in a trade at all. And that's what I mean about the growth and development part of it, because you grow and develop at your own pace. You're not going to do it at another person's pace. So if you have to work through your emotional baggage, you know, it's going to take however long it takes. It doesn't matter how long it takes. The point is that you're in the growth. So you're going to grow. You ain't going to be as tall as he is. He's going to be 6'2". You're only going to be 5'10". But you still are going to grow at your pace. And that's all it is. It's just a matter of working it out, you know, at your own pace for yourself. So that's why I always encourage people when they talk about what they're doing, because realize that the training suffocates all of your nonsense anyway. So the more that you train, the more that it's going to suffocate the bullshit that you do. So everything now that you're trying to justify doing, you're going to stop doing it. Like, it's inevitable. That's that wrecking ball, man. Adele is in the building. What's up, AJ? Adele, how'd you do this week? Trading or training? She said I'm a lot of late, but I see these 123 people on here. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. She said 301 focus. That's hard right there. She doing the 301 challenge, I believe. And she's not playing games with it. I see Mark Stargell in the building. Stargell, how'd you do this week in trading or training? Jay Carly said, I was feeling like the queen of failure yesterday, and then number 500, and what Buddha said brought me to the queen of accomplishments and overcoming. The emotions take you through so many different places, like on the journey. What's so crazy is that eventually you begin to to control, and not, I'm not gonna say you ignoring your emotions, but you're in so much control of them without trying to be, that it's almost like they're not even an issue anymore. It's like you elevate to a point where the things that you're now doing on autopilot supersede the emotional stuff that comes up at various times. Like it's like this. It's like, here's your discipline, your patience, and your focus, and this is your emotions. It's trying to come up, but it keeps getting smacked back down. It can't get past this because the wall is there. The foundation is there. It's been set. So it's like, that's a point that you get to, and then when you get there, you don't have to try to do it anymore. Like, that's what's crazy. You're not trying to do it anymore. At first, you're trying to work your way through it because you still trying to work through your emotional shit. After a while, you just do it. Stardew, he's trying to learn how to do the mobile. Yeah, Stardew, I got a couple of videos talking about mobile. The tutorial video. I think I'm gonna put them in the playlist, and maybe I'll do some more tutorials type of stuff for people that want to learn how to do it a little better. Shar, what's going on? I could have sworn I just saw Shar in here. Shar, if you still on here, what's up? Star just said did training, worked overtime this week. Adele, the shirt looking like something out of Cali. Well, we was playing that West Coast music that last night, so I must have subconsciously took it in. Jay Carly said, my emotions are exhausting and they are getting quieter and quieter. I wrote down everything I've accomplished and overcome the last 2 years, and it was a lot. And after doing that, I felt prideful then, as you should. As you should, because it's easy to dismiss your accomplishments when you're dealing with your emotions. And that's a hard pill for people to swallow. You know what I mean? Oh, what's up, Shaw? How you doing? Good to see you, man. Good to see you on here. How's your daughter doing? I see Greg is in the building also. Matthew said, like water to a duck. Yes, it still gets wet, but the water serves as a form of transportation and a source of food. The duck isn't concerned about being wet. Emotions can fuel you if used correctly. Yeah, I know it's coming. Yeah, I see it, Winston. It's crazy. Crazy. Shaw, I'm doing awesome. Doing awesome. It's good to see you. Hope your holiday was well. Hope your family is well. Yeah, this is good stuff, man. Damn. Alright, man. So I'm definitely running over my time because I gotta go do something right now. But she said, where's the nugget droppers? They must be on Instagram. That's my cue right there. Alright, y'all, let me get up out of here. Listen, I will see y'all on training on Sunday. Everybody else, I'll see y'all next week on the recap. I'm out. TA, baby.